Hello, I'm Sam Lesson. I'm one of the co-founders of Fin, and I'm going to walk you through a brief overview of our product, Fin Analytics. We've put together 3 short segments that together should give you a high-level overview of what Fin Analytics can do to help empower high-performance customer service and operations teams. In this first session, I'll briefly go over our mission around workforce analytics. After this session, I would suggest reviewing our product walkthrough, and then importantly our example insights to get a full sense of our product offering. With that said, let's start by diving into an overview of our mission. As a company, we're focused on solving what we call the operations process data gap. Simply put, operations teams have outcome-oriented scores like CSAT, NPS, handle time, and generally manage their teams to them. But those scores don't tell you much about what's actually to do to improve. What teams need to complement outcome-oriented statistics is the moment-to-moment operational insight into their team members, process, and specific cases. Think of it like a football game. Having outcome statistics is like knowing the score. You of course need to know the score, but knowing if your team is winning or losing doesn't tell you much about how to improve. What you need to improve, and what coaches and teams focus on, is the play-by-play analytics and game tape replay you can use to evolve your on-the-field strategy and coach your players with real examples on individual plays. The big revolution in sports and big data the last 20 years has been all about using better game analytics to dramatically improve performance. The same should be true of knowledge work. This process data gap isn't just some abstract, long-standing problem. It's becoming a business-critical issue for many companies for 2 reasons. First, there's growing pressure on customer service as a key differentiator for great companies. Customers demand great CX of great companies in a way that just didn't used to be true. Never has there been more pressure to address the inefficiencies in tools and process, as well as the variance in quality, speed, and efficiency between team members. Second, there's also growing opportunities for great CX because companies increasingly understand the linkage where great customer experiences drive retention and value. It's not just about limiting cost. So this is what we do. We provide workforce analytics to close the operations process gap and give full insight into how your team is working moment to moment. We, of course, are not the first to point out this gap. Companies have been trying different methods to get operational process analytics for a long time. The default has been to do time and motion studies and manually shadow employees periodically. There are also some software packages out there that help you analyze log files from your CRM to get some insights as well. But what makes us dramatically better comes really down to 3 things. First, we give you complete process data across all your tools, not just your CRM. We log every scroll, every click, every interaction your team member takes across all your tools, so you can understand the full waterfall of your team's time and effort. Second, we couple powerful data with root cause analysis via video playback. We have on our own team a lot of first-hand experience managing real operations work, and the ability to take an interaction or a set of similar interactions from a user or on a specific type of case and replay them as they unfold is extremely powerful for coaching and debugging. Third, there's 0 integration cost using Fin Analytics, meaning you can be up and running in just a few minutes across your team. Since we log data through a lightweight Chrome extension, there's 0 engineering and data science resources needed to get started, and we integrate with literally hundreds of tools. So, the obvious question is, how do we use our data to help teams improve people, process, and tools? We'd be happy to learn more about your company and get into it one-on-one, but at a high level, there are 4 things to consider in terms of how we drive impact. First, we help to dramatically improve team management and culture by giving you a ground truth understanding of performance. High-level outcome metrics can be deceiving and also change for all sorts of complicated reasons if the types of tasks shift. Shadowing work at scale is also impossible to do all the time. With Fin, we give you the deep understanding to know exactly how your team is doing and focus shadowing attention on just the key moments to help improve work. We've seen this revolutionize for teams not just how they manage, but also how their culture becomes more open and supportive of the team's overall goals. Second, we help teams discover best practices and share learnings across team members. Our data helps you discover the best performing practices. Video context makes it easy to share across team and to train on it, dramatically speeding up training time and making coaching more impactful in terms of outcomes. Third, we help focus engineering and process improvement efforts with real data. By default, engineers and process improvement teams use their best efforts and intuition to know what workflows and interactions are most important to focus on and how to improve them. We make this process of tool and process improvement a data-driven exercise where ROI is clear. Finally, it's worth mentioning automation in RPA. Everyone's very excited about the opportunities to automate repetitive tasks and key workflows at a high level. The question always becomes, what are the best candidates for thoughtful automation, and how should they be automated? And, of course, what are the measurable ROI from automation? Our data can turn all of this into a science. There's a lot more depth to go into here, and we'd be excited to take you through our approach in detail. But for now, let us conclude by saying that we have a lot of happy customers who get real value from what we do, and we're very much enterprise ready, with hundreds of integration, compliance work in place, and enterprise controls around user management and data. You can learn more at fin.com, or feel free to reach out to me or my co-founder Cortina personally.